It's like having rump steak and they've overcooked it and you're just chewing for ages. Hello everyone, I'm Godfrey and today I'm trying popular American chocolate bars and ranking them from best to worst. As we've probably heard in the UK, American chocolate has a bad rep, especially compared to our chocolate. So today, I want to see if that's still the case. Quick disclaimer, I'm mildly lactose intolerant, so this should be fun. I'm doing this for you lot. I know you didn't ask me to, but I'm doing it anyway because I like chocolate. So to help me determine which chocolate bars are the best and which are the worst, I'm going to judge them on 3 things. Number 1, taste. How nice are they? Do they taste nice, sweet, sugary, or whatever? Number 2, I'm going to judge them on their texture. How easy is it to eat it? And number 3, how they look. If they look nice out of the packaging, and what are they like on the inside once you bite into them. Let's go. First up, 100 gram. Crispy crunchies on the outside and rich caramel in the middle. Here we go. Really chewy. So you've got your fudge in the middle, which made it so chewy, and then you've got your Rice Krispies on the outside, basically. I think that chewy fudge was just extra work, you know. I'm the kind of person that when you eat chocolate, 2 crunches and I want it to be done with. I don't want to keep chewing it like it's chewing gum, you know what I mean? So I'm giving it 7 for taste, 3 for texture, 5 for presentation, 15. So that goes in the middle. Next up, 3 Musketeers, and it says you're one of a kind, so I don't know if it's trying to lift my spirits up for being naughty and having chocolate. Proper soft, really mushy inside. It's basically like a Milky Way, British Milky Way. It's not bad. It is a bit on the soft side, which I personally don't like. I like a bit of crunch to it, and that gives it a 13, which puts it there. Next up, we've got 5th Avenue, a bit chunky, feels like you could hit someone with it. Look. Proper thick. Oh, that's different. Oh, it's basically like layers of crunchy, that peanut butter flavor, but then after that it just melt and separate in your mouth, and kind of like the sensation of popping candy but without the pop, if that makes sense. So another average score of 15. Okay. Next up, we've got Almond Joy. So you got a little like tray for the chocolate. Oh, it's basically a Bounty with an almond on top. How lazy is that? You just taken Bounty, I don't know who stole that idea off one another, but you just taken Bounty basically and stuck an almond on top of it and covered it in chocolate. That's all you've done. You got a Bounty, squashed it, put almond on top and put chocolate over it. So that gives it a score of, 14, I'll give it 14. On to the next bar, which is the Baby Ruth. It looks a bit like something you find on the street. Here we go, Baby Ruth. It's actually really nice. Because of the nougat, it has like a really nice sweet taste to it. Maybe just the way it looks at first is a bit weird, but you don't eat chocolate bare, do you? You kind of like eat it out of this wrapper, so you wouldn't necessarily see it looking like a bit of a turd, but I'm quite pleasantly surprised by this one. Score of 23 for the Baby Ruth. Nice. Next up is the Butterfinger. It says crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery. Cool. Come better with the rhymes, yo. Okay. So it's basically flakes of peanut butter stacked on top of one another, covered in chocolate. If you like peanut butter and you just want a different texture to peanut butter, then this is the one for you. So what's that? 17. All right, put you over there. Kind of hard because I feel like I need to keep changing the bar, you know? I'm like, this was a 5, but then now I'm trying other things, like, is it really a 5? Anyway, this is how it's going down, all right? Next up, we've got the Charleston Chew. Longer than my face, look. Pretty solid. Ooh. Chewy flavored nougat with a delicious chocolatey coating. Oh boy, that's hard work, man. All that nougat in the middle means this whole thing you gotta chew. I would not sit down and chew this, you know. It's like having rump steak and they've overcooked it and you're just chewing for ages. And you wanna swallow it, but you can't because you're still chewing. It says here try frozen. Ah, okay, so maybe it might be nice on a hot summer day. Charleston Chew got a score of 11. Poor. All right, next up we have Cadbury Crispy Crunch. So I'm kind of excited for this one because it's Cadbury, but we'll see. Oh! So basically what it reminds me of is having peanut butter flakes and then around it is having the crunchy bar on it. You know, like crunchy bar you get those bits around your teeth. Hold on, I need to get it out. It just seems like an effort to eat. Again, a score of 15. So we've got pretty average bars at the moment. Next up, Heath. Reminds me of like a wider fudge bar. Toffee is quite hard in the middle. It's kind of like those Dame things that you get at Nike, those Dame chocolates, but much thicker. Yeah, the toffee is a really odd tasting toffee. Maybe because there's a lot of it. Oh, you got a 10, mate. Please be nicer from here onwards, please. On to the Hershey's milk chocolate, and is often blasted for being plain. Let's see what it tastes like. Part of me really likes it because it's not overly sweet, especially if you eat the whole thing. Like, I reckon I could eat more, but I'm not going to. It definitely tastes different to all the milk chocolates I've tried so far. So that might be a plus to it, that it tastes different. So that's a good 20. Ooh. Next up, we've got the Lion Bar, which people of the UK, I'm sure you tried the Lion Bar, but I've not tried this white bar. So let's see what this one, the white one, has to offer. That's good. Taste-wise, this is banging. I could finish this bar right now, but I've got way more chocolate bars to go through, so this don't count. After some research, obviously this is a British brand. No wonder it tastes so good. Nestle, come on, man. I should have taken this off from the start. British right here. That's how you know we make some good stuff. Up next is Milky Way. As you can see, it's different to the one that we have in the UK. The UK one's like blue and white. It looks like a Mars bar from the first look at it. Maybe it is Mars bar, but basically a Mars bar, but less sweet and a bit more fudge. So the Mars bar that we're used to in the UK has a bit more of the soft gooey stuff. This is a lot more fudge in it. 19. Cool. That goes there. All right. Next up is Mr. Good Bar. Again, you've got the Hershey's branding on it. This time you can kind of see the peanuts on this side, so that's what differentiates it. I definitely think the peanuts add a bit more flavor to it, which makes it much more tastier than the milk chocolate version alone. 7's all round, giving it a 21, which puts it here. So, Baby Ruth still number 1. Up next, Payday. It says here, peanut caramel bar. 7 grams of protein. It just looks like someone's got a bit of fudge in the middle and rolled it around in some peanuts. Oh. So this kind of surprised me. So you get that salt taste from the peanut, and then in the middle you get caramel. That hard and soft combo, as well as that salt and sweet combo, is great. Payday gets 22, which puts it right behind. I see a trend here. If you got peanuts, it's a winning formula. Up next is a classic Reese's. Whenever you open a pack of one of these, everyone comes flocking to you. Oh, let me have some. What's good is that the chocolate on the outside is kind of hardish towards the edges, and then you get that soft peanut butter middle, which is so good. So good, nice and sweet. Those that don't like it often, other people don't like peanut butter at all. Reese's gets 25, which puts it up here. Up next, we've got Rocky Road. And it says here, handmade milk chocolate coated marshmallow with cashews. Ooh. Whoa. So it's basically a marshmallow covered with chocolate and cashews on the top. But yeah, overall it's quite nice. I don't know if I'd like to finish the whole thing. It seems like a lot to eat, especially with how much marshmallow there is. That's around 16. You go there, mate. Up next is the Tootsie Roll. I've not actually tried it. Oh, solid. Ooh. What is that? Doesn't taste like milk chocolate or anything like that. Texture wise, it's a chewy thing, and the way it looks, it just looks like, you know, back in the day when you used to count with those cubes that stick together, kind of like that but brown. So that's a 10. Oh, which is going down here as well. Coming to the last bars, thank you. Oh, it's a lot of chocolate. Next up, we've got whatchamacallit. How would you ask someone to get that in the shop? Could you get me the whatchamacallit? Yeah, what? Yeah, the whatchamacallit. You might laugh at the name. Oh, this is good. It's a nice little flavours going on there. The flavour of the peanuts is coming through the crispy balls. The crisp balls. It's quite nice. So that gets a 24. Puts it here. Last two is the Wonder Bar, a peanut butter caramel experience. It's got like a Viking hat on it. The Wonder Bar is really soft until you get to like the fudge bit. Yeah, really nice. There's some like rice balls in there again. What sells this bar is definitely the texture, because it's got that crunch and then it's got that softness in it. So it does remind me a little bit of the Boost bar with less of a crunch, but much more soft stuff in it. So that gives it a good 20, which goes there. And the next bar is ZAGNUT, crunchy peanut butter and toasted coconut. Ooh, okay. Taste-wise, this is definitely different. The texture is just too weird with the roasted coconuts on it, so I'm not too sure if I'd eat this again. So yeah, if you like roasted coconut, this is definitely for you, and peanut butter. It's a bit of a weird mix. Personally, it's not a mix for me, so overall, gets a score of 13. This is how I've ranked them best to worst. The Heath bar was just a bit too weird tasting for me. And the average bars, you're looking at the Hershey's and your Butterfingers and the ROCKYROADs. And the best, Reese's, is banging. I've been in the workplace where a bag of Reese's has gone out and it's come back empty. So I've eaten all this chocolate just to see which ones are worth your time and which aren't. And yeah, hopefully I'm not in bits after this video because I can feel it already in my stomach. So catch you on the next one.